in order to get rid of the baby in the woman's belly. The vicious best friend secretly bribed a doctor and falsely claimed that the woman was carrying a dangerous super male. She insisted that once the child was born, he would inevitably become a serious threat to society. The real reason was that the woman was pregnant with the bloodline of the richest man. So as the woman's so-called best friend, she absolutely could not watch her marry into a powerful wealthy family because of the child. Under the joint deception of the doctor and the scheming friend, the woman was just about to sign the consent form. Yet unexpectedly, the richest man suddenly arrived at the hospital. After seeing him, the woman could only speak the diagnosis through quiet tears. In truth, the richest man originally did not want to make such a hasty decision. Yet at that moment, the doctor urged him to decide as quickly as possible, warning that the longer they delayed, the greater the harm to the mother would become. Therefore, for the safety of the woman, the richest man had no choice but to agree to the surgery. However, just as the woman was about to sign her name, she suddenly heard a strange voice. It was the soft voice of a tiny baby telling the two of them not to rush into agreeing. When the couple first heard it, they thought they were simply imagining things. Yet to their surprise, the baby inside the belly suddenly spoke again, saying that he was perfectly healthy and that everything was merely a conspiracy between the scheming woman and the doctor. Hearing this, the woman instinctively turned to look at the manipulative friend. And sure enough, she caught the friend and the doctor secretly exchanging glances. To make absolutely certain, the woman immediately decided to change doctors and check again. But as soon as the scheming friend heard this, she loudly tried to stop her, claiming that the woman should not casually slander the doctor's ability just to keep such a dangerous child. Seeing how anxious the friend had become, the richest man grew even more convinced that the baby's words were true. So without another word, he immediately took the woman to a different hospital. And just as the baby had said, his body was completely normal with absolutely no so-called chromosome abnormality. The baby worried that his parents might be deceived again, so he quickly revealed a shocking secret to the two of them. The reason the scheming woman had been targeting the mother all along was because she wanted to protect her false identity as a fake rich heiress, since the mother was actually the real daughter of a wealthy family. Back then, the scheming woman's mother had deliberately swapped the two babies, allowing the scheming woman to steal that identity and enjoy it for more than 20 years. When the richest man heard this, he was furious. Yet in order not to alert the enemy, he did not expose the truth on the spot. Instead, he pretended to be angry and deliberately drove the scheming woman away. After that, the richest man took the woman back to the villa so that she could peacefully focus on her pregnancy. He even gave her his family's ancestral bracelet and promised that he would definitely give her a grand and unforgettable wedding. Just then, the housemaid brought over a bowl of nourishing soup and urged the woman to drink it while it was hot. Yet just as the woman was about to drink it, the baby in her belly spoke again, warning that something strange had been added to the soup, and that if the woman drank it, the consequences would be unimaginable. Hearing this, the richest man instantly flew into a rage and demanded to know why the maid was trying to harm his wife. When the maid stubbornly refused to confess, the furious richest man ordered the butler to force the soup into her mouth. Unable to endure the pain any longer, the maid finally broke down and confessed, saying that a woman wearing dark sunglasses had given her a large sum of money to harm the lady of the house. From this, the richest man concluded that the woman had already been targeted by someone. For the safety of both the mother and the child, he decided to temporarily keep the woman inside the villa and have the butler take care of her around the clock. After settling everything, the richest man returned to the company to deal with his work. Yet unexpectedly, just after he left, the woman's mother and younger brother arrived at the villa. It turned out that the scheming woman herself could not enter the villa, so she shamelessly ordered her own mother and brother to go there and cause a scene. Back then, the mother and daughter had once worked together to send the woman to an old bachelor in the countryside. Yet they never expected that the woman would not only escape, but would also coincidentally be rescued by the richest man. This time they were determined to get rid of both the woman and the child no matter what, because as long as the child was gone, the richest man would surely throw the woman out of the house, and by then the helpless woman would be completely at their mercy. Looking at her sharp-tongued and cruel mother, the woman felt utterly hopeless. Before this, she had still half believed and half doubted the baby's words, yet now it was clear that everything the baby said was true. After all, what kind of mother would treat her own biological daughter like this? The butler could not bear to watch the lady of the house being bullied, so he immediately ordered the two of them to leave. Yet unexpectedly, the vicious mother and brother not only shoved the butler to the ground, they even smashed the villa into a complete mess. In a moment of panic, the woman held her big belly and rushed forward trying to stop them, but she was violently pushed to the ground by her younger brother. Just when the scheming woman thought that her wicked plan had finally succeeded, the richest man suddenly rushed back at that very moment.